Alright friends, so it did take a minute, but now I have diagnosis. Let's see what we find. DTC, so fan 1 overspeed, so I don't know, overspeed, that might be it. Well, it's better than having underspeed. So we have a current cylinder 5 misfire, evap system leak detected. Okay, it's an evap, something with the fan. Again, cylinder 5, okay. So we only have to fix cylinder 5. So let's go to the engine bay and see what we find and how we're gonna get access to the coil. So now what I'm gonna do, there's 3 things that can be bad. So it could be the coil, the spark plug, or the injector. Okay, so everything is gonna be under this intake. So in order for us to get access to the coils, we have to remove this part. You can see those are the coils. That's one of them. That's should be number 5 and 6 is over there. So I could just not remove this and try it, but I want to make my life easier and I'm gonna remove this part. Just hold this little strap for the intake. This one and this one. That's a number 10. So we get that one, and then it's gonna be that one there. That's gonna be a number 10. And that seems to be the only things, yeah. We have all the coils here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's gonna be our number 5. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put my number 5 on my number 1 cylinder, and that's gonna tell me if I have a misfire because of the cylinder or if it's something else. So it's pretty easy to remove. One there, and then this side. It's broken, but that's fine. We can just take our screwdriver in here and take it out. And now we have to, with our tool, let's take the phone right there. Okay. I got my ratchet here. This one is really nice because you can bend it and you can get on those hard places. Maybe just do number 2. I have that plastic that I don't want to move too much, so I'll just use my number 2. Again, thank you guys for watching my videos, and I hope it helps you out on the on this repair. Please give it a like, and if you have any questions, please comment on the video. I go through all my comments and I answer everything, so if you have any questions, let me know. Wow, so I never seen this kind of coils. It's huge, but it's great because a lot of the new coils, the seal is very small, so it will get water inside and then you will get misfires. So it's a good thing that it's like this, and they come with its own dissipator, which you don't get that anymore on these newer engines. Maybe you still do on some of the cars. Let's see. So I'm gonna put this one. We're gonna put this one. Okay, over there. Okay. And this one, which is the broken one, supposedly, we're gonna test it and put it here. We connect all the wires. Now we're gonna install this back. Alright, pretty solid. Let's fire this up and see what the new codes are. Okay, so let's scan this again. Under 5, so I'm gonna erase it. And try again. I'm gonna no codes. You have to wait now until it turns on again, the check engine light. Let's check on the live data. Maybe it'll tell us. All data. Okay. P0300 random multiple misfire, but we don't know which one yet. So I'm gonna drive around, and then hopefully that light turns on again. Alright guys, so I just went around the corner. I got some gas for the car, and I'm gonna rescan this again. Hopefully I get the new code. The check engine light turned back on, so we should have a code, which is number 2 if it's just the coil. Okay, so we got one code, and number 5. So it's again cylinder number 5, so it could be the spark plug or the injector. So if we can now check if the injector is bad. We might have to change it. Let's see if we can diagnose this. Guys, before I go into the injector, I wanna see how this spark plug looks like. This way we get a better understanding of what's going on with the engine. Okay, so it actually looks like a new, this looks like a new, so yeah, they probably changed everything before. So we're gonna go down there and see if we can remove the spark plug. Okay, let's get this spark plug removed. This I remove spark plugs. I put a plastic on my socket, and it will grab the spark plug. Okay. Alright guys, so we can see here, I don't know, but to me it seems pretty normal. Yeah, it seems dirty, but it doesn't seem like it's bad. Let's compare it with another one. Alright, so I just removed cylinder 2 spark plug, and you can see it's not in a bad shape, the spark plug. This is 5, so maybe it's the injector. The fuel injector might not be working. Okay guys, so for this part I'm gonna remove that clip, that plastic clip right there that's holding the spool of wire, because I want to reach to the bottom screw of this bracket. Okay, it's gonna be a little tougher to get. hopefully. Let's see. I ended up using this needle nose to get in there and pull it down, so that helped a lot. And I got that plastic ring out of there. Now I'm gonna be able to pull it away, so that will give me access to the screw that's underneath for this bracket, and I can already feel the screw. If I put my finger there, I can feel the screw, so that means I have better access. Now I'm gonna grab my number 10 socket, and I'm gonna try to get it in there. So now it's easier because I can push it down. Let's see, it's way back there, so it's not very easy to access. Alright guys, so I'm having a hard time getting access down there, so I'm gonna use this socket with this tiny ratchet. I'm gonna remove these two. This way I can move the bracket out of the way, and then hopefully I can get better access to the bottom screw. I think this is the Isuzu Ascender, but it's the same engine as the Trailblazer, and on the Trailblazer there is a what do you call it, a plastic bracket here that you have to remove, but it's the same setup, it's all the same. I think we can remove this already. And then this one. Let's see. Guess what guys, so when I moved this, I found that it broke that that tube. It's like corroded into the tube, it looks like, or the vibration of the motor caused this to break. So I do have a leak, evap leak, so that's gonna be the issue, so I have to fix that. Maybe we patch it up with something, we'll see. Alright, we're gonna remove this screw. Another number 10. Put it right there. Okay, so let me tell you what I did. I pushed this bracket to the side. Let's see, I took out this bolt here, and I was able to push this bracket to the side, and now it's only being held by the bottom screw. My extension was too big, so I'm gonna use a shorter extension so I can put my ratchet through the space. Let me show you guys how it's gonna be done. It's not the easiest place, and I wish they did it a lot easier. If you have a large hands, it's gonna be a little bit more difficult. But the bottom screw will be, you should be able to feel it with your hand, and then you're gonna put your socket where the bottom screw is. Okay, see guys, so now I'm on that bottom screw, and if you guys can get the socket that pivots a little bit to the side, it will even be better. Maybe I'm gonna push this bracket a little bit more so I can fit my electric ratchet, and then it should be pretty easy to take the screw out. Alright guys, so I was able to remove that bottom screw with, I used the smaller ratchet like this one with this extension, and unfortunately the socket fell down over there, which I'm gonna have to get later. But for now I'm gonna put this out of the way. To grab your tool, I have this tool here. I'm gonna pry it out. Okay, gotta get one last. Okay. Now I should be able to remove this bracket and see there's nothing else attached to it. Oh, one more thing attached. Let's see. Oh my god. Crazy how they attach everything to this bracket, and then it's so hard to remove. Alright, so there was another plastic tab that you have to remove. It's the connector just plugging into one of the brackets, one of the side of the bracket. Now we have to remove this somehow. Okay, so we got this bracket removed. Oh, so hard to remove the bracket. Now we have better access, and there's a vacuum leak right there, which we will fix. But now we will remove this thing out of the way, and in order to do that we have some screws. I don't know, I'm gonna show you guys. I don't know if you guys can see it, but there is one, and then there should have the other one Let's see if you guys can see better. So yeah, there should be another one over there. Yes. I'm gonna use my electric ratchet this time to remove those. Okay, so the hardest one's gonna be the last screw. So if you see, I'm gonna have to get all the way to the back there, and then you should be able to loosen it up. And once you loosen up the bolt, it'll easily come off. But that one is the hardest one, as it's the farthest one to reach. And yeah, my tool fell down. So once you have that one loose up, then you can feel it with your hand. No. Okay, and I found the last bolt is gonna be down there. So that's the last one I have to loosen up. So I'm gonna try to do it with my regular ratchet, because I don't think the electric ratchet will fit in there. So if you guys have your regular ratchet handy, you guys will use it. Let's see. I'm gonna need both hands. I was able to grab with this needle nose like this and then pull it down. I would press the hose and pull it down. Unfortunately, I used the screwdriver before to pull it down, and I broke this. So make sure you guys use this needle nose. Don't use a screwdriver because it will break. And if you can put some WD-40 there, it will help taking it out. Now that it's clear, you have this clear, so you can access the back screw right there. There's one more screw that you're gonna have to get. Now it came off. So that's how you remove this intake manifold from this car. Let's make sure that nothing falls inside. Okay. Get this out of the way as much as you can. I think we still need to loosen up the front bolt or one of these bolts. I think it's gonna be that one. Yeah, it's gonna be the front one, so that shouldn't be too hard. Alright guys, so I was able to loosen this up, but I'm having a really hard time removing this from this bolt. It's all the way loose, but the bolt is touching the alternator, so we're gonna have to loosen up the alternator. So I'm gonna try to it's held by three bolts, those two, and it's gonna be one in the bottom. So I'm gonna loosen it up. I'm gonna remove this serpentine belt, so it'll give me space to be able to remove the screw from back there. So right now, if you can see, when I pull it out, it's touching the alternator. So once I get this alternator loosened up, I'm gonna move it about a couple inches out. Hopefully we can remove this intake. Alright guys, so I did remove this belt from this pulley, and now I loosened this one up, this one, and then now I'm loosening up the one in the bottom. Like I said, I'm not gonna remove the alternator all the way, but I'm gonna try to. I just want enough space to get that screw out of there. Maybe I need to remove this a little bit more. The bottom one needs to be loosened up a little more. And I should be on the way to remove this intake manifold. Okay guys, so here the next step would be to remove this. Is from the fuel, it goes to the fuel rail, so you guys are gonna have to remove the screw over there and over here. I use this star tip, hooked it up to this extension bar for the socket, and they use small socket, taped it, and then this like it's like an arm, you can turn it, and then I use my electric ratchet. So then you remove it, and from seeing this, there's some debris. That's not good. We're gonna clean all that up and make sure that it's all clean. Now we should be able to remove this intake, and this gave me some trouble here. I removed this sensor that was here. It's easy to remove, just push the sides and take it out. It made it extra difficult to remove this intake manifold. There's one more thing that we have to remove, and it's gonna be that bracket over there holding that wire. So just grab you can grab a screwdriver or this one, and then you're gonna pull that one out. Okay, so to get it over this line here, one line I removed, that one I didn't remove. So to get it over it, I use a screwdriver and just pry it a little bit till this made its way up. And now it's free, it's loose now, and I should be able to take out the whole thing now, which is coming out. Wow, this took me a long time. So now of course we're gonna clean this really good. Everything will be clean. I'm gonna degrease the whole intake manifold. I see some oil here, which is not a good sign, but I'll do the best that I can to clean everything. And this is my fuel rail here. Now with this out of the way, I have access to my fuel rail. which we shouldn't have any pressure now because this is already unplugged. We have to remove, from what I see, we have 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's gonna be 4 bolts. So what I recommend to do now is to put a tape. We're gonna put a tape over this. Okay, we don't want any debris falling inside the engine. So with the rag, just wipe it as much as you can. Now you guys want to grab this magnet, yeah? So I have this magnet that I'm gonna put inside every hole, just in case there's a bolt or a nut or anything that could have fallen inside this cavity. Anything that could fall here could be catastrophic. So please make sure that you are clear of any debris or metals or anything. Okay, so now that we have this covered, you guys want to make sure, grab some tape, uncover all the holes as much as you can. Okay, and then we're gonna remove these bolts in the top for the okay, we have to remove this. So underneath you have to undo this. And you just grab this tool, just whatever it's easier for you. Now we have to remove the connectors that go to the fuel injectors. To get a screwdriver on the side and push it out like this. Now you should be able to push this one on the side and it should come out. Okay, I'm gonna have to use both hands. Alright guys, so if you have some brake cleaner, spray as much as you can. So I just sprayed some engine degreaser here, try to clean it up before removing this fuel rail. And then to remove it, you want to grab this channel lock and you will push it out like this. It should come out easily, guys. And then we will unplug them. Okay, so now it's out. So now it's removed. And I do want to remove it from here. Okay, so here is my fuel rail. Wow, it's pretty dirty. As you guys can see, this one's pretty bad. And this is inside. I wonder if this part was outside, but I don't know how it got this dirty. And the non-working one is gonna be this one, number 5. But I order everything on eBay. I got them all 6 for $50. So now I'm just gonna test them. I'm gonna remove this, clean everything as much as I can. We're gonna vacuum in there. We have to make sure all the debris is out, everything is out, and it's very, very clean. This, before I put it back in, I'm gonna grab brake cleaner and spray the whole thing, make it very clean before we put our new fuel injectors in. Alright, and I hope you guys learned something and you guys can do it faster than what I did, because I think knowing how to do it step by step will save you a lot of time. The main things that you guys have to do is the bracket. Make sure you take the bracket to the side and then you can get to the bottom bolt. That's going to be one of the hardest one, and then the next hardest one is going to be the one on the side. So if you guys see here, it'll be this one. And then to remove, when you remove this out, the other hard one is going to be this side. So I don't know, maybe they removed it before and maybe they changed it. I don't know. This looks like in pretty bad shape. There's a lot of oil, so I'll make sure to clean everything out. I'm gonna leave this out. There's a lot of dirt. I don't know if it's from the engine. It might be from the engine. This let's see how much debris is there, and that's a lot. And hopefully that takes away our misfire. And then I think I'm gonna throw an engine cleaner and a fuel injector cleaner, so it cleans away all this debris. And then yeah, make sure you guys clean everything. While you're at it, just clean your intake here. And yeah, we're ready to start. We're almost ready to start putting the new injectors. If you guys like this video so far, please give me a like and subscribe to my channel. It will help me a lot to keep doing these videos.